Today's the 50th Manchester derby in Premier League history as Manchester City take on Manchester United here at the Etihad Stadium. As well as bragging rights for the City of Manchester, it's an absolutely huge game for both sides. With Chelsea and Liverpool picking up 3 points yesterday, Man City need to win today to make that gap at the top back to 6 points. And Manchester United in the race for top 4, 3 points for them today will be absolutely huge. But both sides have some very big injury problems. Man United without the likes of Ronaldo and Varane, Man City out with the likes of Diaz. So today everything is to play for. There's about 3 hours till kick-off. So let's go down to the Etihad campus, see what's going on over there, interview some fans, see what they're thinking ahead of the game, and get inside and hopefully see a Manchester derby to remember. So Ian, the Manchester derby today, you're a lifelong Manchester City fan. What does the Manchester derby mean to you?
It means the battle for supremacy in the city. This is the 82nd Manchester derby that I'll have attended. I've seen United win far more than I've seen City win, though in recent years the pendulum has swung a little bit the other way. It's about bragging rights. It's about all. I mean, my kids both went to school and everybody in the class was a United fan. So every time we win a game in a Manchester derby, it's like one back for them, and he supported the right team after all. And for this year, of course, it's crucial in terms of the title race, so that adds to the fun as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to say the next question was going to be, I said earlier, obviously after Liverpool and Chelsea getting the 3 points yesterday, for Man City to win and make that 6 points at the top again, with Liverpool having a game in hand, it's absolutely a huge day for both teams, isn't it, as well as United. Obviously, you were saying off air, their club's sort of in a mess today, so a win today could put them right in the back path, so it's a huge game for both teams.
Yeah, it's a big game for United because they want to get into the top 4, and City have to win this really, although with the Liverpool game coming up as well, that's the next home league game. It isn't do or die, but it might have a big bearing on the way that they approach the home game against Liverpool. So it's nice to be in that type of battle. I mean, years ago I remember being in relegation battles where you were desperate for the points to stay up. If we don't win the league, I'm talking as an old school City fan here, it's not the end of the world. Yeah. They've won it 4 or 5 times. I even lose track now in the last few years. So, but I'll tell you what, that banner that they used to have at the Stretford end at Old Trafford, of how many years it was since City had won a trophy, that always motivates me when I come to a derby to want to see the blue half thrash the red half if possible. Yeah,
you can see the team coming in there, the team bus just arriving. Both teams without some crucial players today. Diaz obviously missing for City. Rumours are saying the likes of Ronaldo and Varane are missing for United. Do you think that will play a big part in today? It's obviously going to be a bit like a derby you would have seen a few years ago without any of the star players that both teams have brought in over the last few seasons.
Well, the way City play, I actually think that who the personnel aren't actually that important. Yeah. It's all about whether they play on the front foot, whether they all stick to the system and they're all up for it. So I don't think it really matters that much if it's Stones and Laporte, if it's Diaz and Laporte, if it's Diaz and Stones or whatever, then that doesn't matter as much. Now I actually think if Ronaldo doesn't play today, that's an advantage to United, because I see him as a bit of a problem in terms of, it's all about going through him, and I think United might be more of a threat without Ronaldo. So I hope he's fit and he plays. Yeah.
And you see the fans over there giving the team a brilliant reception. A few Pyros, a few Flares fans singing and chanting ahead of the game. The atmosphere is going to be quality into here today, isn't it? What can, from a neutral point of view, what do you think I can expect today?
Well, this will be one of the more intense games. I mean, the Liverpool game, the next one, I know they play Lisbon in midweek, but the next proper game, if you like, will be the same. So 2 massive games where everybody gets involved. I can't deny I'm quite a quiet fan. And I expect everybody else then to lead the noise. Yeah. But even today's even one of them where I might stand up and shout, because it's the derby. Because, it's sort of inbred in you if you're a City fan that I'm reluctant to use the word hate because it's a horrible word, but whatever the nicer word is for hate is how I feel about United.
Yeah. And I just want to know from a lifelong City fan that's seen City win a lot of top 5 titles, it must be amazing to see how City are doing at the moment. This season, if you could choose from winning the Premier League again and stopping Liverpool and them from winning it for another season, or getting to a final of the Champions League and winning it, what do you think you'd take as a City fan? Is Pep's last few years at City?
Well, I've got a feeling, and it is only a feeling, that if City win the Champions League, Pep will move on. Yeah. So there's a bit of me thinking I don't want to win the Champions League for that reason, though I can't prove that that's the case. For me, as a fan who's seen them do everything now, the Champions League's the one thing that I haven't seen. So after the disappointment of Porto last year, I'd like to see them win the Champions League. But to be honest with you, I'm just living the dream. So what happens, happens.
And finally then, can I get a prediction from you?
No. I don't do predictions. What happens, happens.
Yeah, are you slightly confident, or is it just literally you're just going to go in there hoping for a win?
City are that good these days that anything's possible. They can beat anybody on any given day, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ian. I'm now joined by Adam, Manchester United fan here outside the Etihad. Adam, first of all, is obviously the one big thing that that everyone's on about today. It's, you know, both teams have got some massive injury problems. United probably more with Ronaldo out, and you know the rumours of Varane and Luke Shaw as well. From a United point of view, you've obviously been covering this all on the United Stand. What can we really expect from Ralph today? What sort of team can we play, and what can we expect from the United side?
I think we'll be a lot more organised than what we were when Ollie was here, when these games come along. In fact, when you come to these games with Ollie, you sort of like, you had a little bit more hope in a weird way, because it just seemed to work out as fate most of the time. We usually end up getting a performance, but with Ralph you expect to be a little bit more organised. I think we will be a bit more rigid. I think we'll see a lot of acceptance that we're not going to have the ball. We're going to sit deep. We're going to play, I think, like you've seen Spurs come here the other week.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get similar to that, except we're missing key players in that area where that work for Spurs. So they had a Harry Kane, they had a Son. We haven't got a number 9. We haven't got so much that dynamic pace and control that Son has. Yeah, Alanga, Rashford, but we know Rashford's out of form completely. If he comes in, then we don't know what we're going to get. And to answer the question, really, mate, I mean, we know we're going to be organised in a way, but we just don't know the mentality and the attitude of the players and what's going to turn up. That's the biggest thing with us. We don't know what we're going to see here today, really. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, that was going to be it, because obviously you go one game, you go and beat your local rivals Leeds by scoring 4 goals at Ellen Road, which not many teams do. And then you go and draw 0-0 to Watford, and you're not creating any chances at all. But obviously Man City are losing Diaz as well today. Obviously that's probably going to give you a bit of hope. But who in that United side, if they are going to score today, if they are going to get the 3 points like they have done in recent years, who's going to be that man for United to step up, in your opinion?
That is the million dollar question, that, mate. It really is, because all our forward line are firing blanks really right now. There's no one really who's got anything significant in terms of goal contribution this year, apart from Ronaldo, but then he's got 1 in 10 recently. He's not even playing today. So then you look into the likes of Alanga, who's been our saviour recently. Is Jadon Sancho going to come back to where it all started and actually do it for us today? I mean, looking at it, I honestly don't know who's going to score. Rashford's got a great record here at City. Is Bruno going to step up now that Ronaldo's not here? We just talked about that off camera there, and it's like, when Bruno's the main man, he seems to come to the fore more. So maybe today's a day for Bruno, mate. That's probably where I'd put my money on it anyway. Yeah,
I think, as you said, with Ronaldo out, if anyone is going to step up, it's been Bruno, and United haven't had Ronaldo in the last year. He's been one of, you know, the Premier League's best players, so maybe he'll step up today. And finally, then I spoke to Ian about the atmosphere from a City point of view. What can we expect from the United fans today? Do you think they'll be up for it today? Obviously, I think this is only the second time I've ever seen United away fans, and the first time was in a Carabao Cup quarter-final at Bristol City.
Yeah, I mean, United away fans are notoriously stiff. We back the team through thick and thin. We are known for being quite boisterous and loud. Today will be no different. You'll hear the United fans today. 3 tiers. You get a decent allocation here at City, and it is a really good setup where the atmosphere is, because I think you've got a lot of City's hardcore fans surrounding either side of United's away section, and that's where the actual atmosphere comes from in here. I know it's not a great atmosphere in here, I'm allowed to say that now, but it is. I think you're going to get a really good atmosphere today. If it starts quickly, if United get an early goal, then you're going to get a hell of an atmosphere here today. Or it could be one-way traffic, which is the other end of it. United fans will still be boisterous. They will still be singing till the end. It's City against United. It is going to be pretty much in there for long periods. A lot of fans not looking at the game, and actually just bantering and going to and from each other. It can get a bit rowdy, but I think it will make a decent atmosphere today, mate. Definitely.
I'm looking forward to that. And finally, then, prediction.
I've gone 2-2 today. I just feel, and that was before the news broke about the team selection, and what possible team selection it might be. But I've got to stick with my guns. I just feel like Derby Day, brings that sort of, it brings the unknown a little bit. But I feel if United score first, we've got a better chance. If City score first, it could be problems for United today.
And I'll be seeing you again after the game as well. Where can people find the stuff you do and what we'll be doing after the game?
Yeah, I'll be just talking again to fans outside, just on the corner of the away section there, where, again, we're just going to be talking down how it went right, or what a lot of people are thinking how it went wrong. But yeah, it's a lot of therapy with United fans at the moment. That's what it is, because no one knows the answers, mate. But I'll be there. I'll be talking to a few people outside. I'm looking forward to that. It's probably the best bit about the day, mate.
Yeah, I'll put that in the link in the description. Thank you very much, mate.
No worries, mate.
It's £15 for us to take cards, and £16 to £12 with their hospitality today. It's the 187th Manchester Derby. Please welcome the two teams versus our neighbours, Manchester United. And a big blue welcome to the current Premier League champions, our Mortimer, Manchester City. We ask you all to join us in a moment of applause in solidarity with the people of Ukraine. We call for peace, and our thoughts are with all those who have been impacted. The City start now, number 17 on the captain,
Manchester City 5 minutes in. I think that's the definition of limbs.
Rubbish defender.
goal for Manchester United, scored by 25.
Poor defending from City. Great counter attack from United. There's a red pyro in the city end. So a blue pyro in the United end to a red pyro in the city end. And that's 1-0. That is 1-0. Still kicking off there. And the game's back up for grabs, you know what's going to happen. 1-0.
Just bypassing him there every bloody time. Come on, Kevin!
City on the counter.
Come on, you boys!
Golden City scored by number 17. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne!
Oh my God! This is, oh mate, this is insane. This is mental. Sit here. In the meantime of all of this, City 2-1 up. Oh, this is mental. Mental. Phil Foden 1-on-1. Oh. That's poor. That's poor.
Oh no!
How has he missed that? They're like Foden's over there. Too dreadful this is.
Well, he's acting sweet, really.
Nearly got his hat-trick there, De Bruyne. Still 2-1, 30 minutes to go.
Golden City scored by number 26.
What a goal! What a goal! I think that could be the best today. The Etihad erupts. The Etihad erupts. Oh, what a finish!
Technique, what's the beach?
Wow. Just wow.
And then you just think, I mean, I know it's not a double, so you're just in another position. This Alvarez seems to be monster, doesn't it? You can see him. Really, we've not invested a lot of money in centre forward in this year.
City fans all around the Etihad doing the post now. All around the Etihad. Everyone's doing the post now. Everyone's doing the post now. This is definitely a derby day to remember for City. And one to horribly forget for United. Oh!
checking a Man City goal. Checking for offside, as you can see. A Pyro's been let off anyway. This is Derby Day Dreamland.
Decision goal.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Number 26,
Honestly amazing. Derby Day Dreamland for every single Manchester City fan in the world, in the Etihad, in Manchester, in the world. 4-1. Manchester City 4. Manchester United 1. I can't quite believe it. Manchester City 4, Manchester United 1. This is definitely